Hey, Unheard Gems. Today we're joined by the San Francisco-based artist SUMif. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Great. Happy to be here.
Awesome. So then, first off, so we can get to know a little bit about you as an artist, how did you first know you wanted to pursue music, and when did that realization kind of hit you?
I think when I was in high school, I was in a band, like a garage rock pop punk band, and just loved playing live and playing shows, and I just wanted to do that. And I went to school and studied music, and I studied music business. I was like, I guess I just want to do something in the music industry. And I kept playing and performing. And then after college, I moved to Nashville, and I just kept writing. And it's kind of been this perpetual dream since I was in high school when I got my first guitar and started playing piano. And yeah, it's been a while.
So how would you describe yourself as an artist, and what genre would you say you classify in?
Usually when someone asks me, it depends who's asking me. Like if someone's mom is asking me, I'm like, oh, I make like dancey music on my computer. But generally if people ask me, I just say I make electro pop, dancey jams or fun music. Yeah, and I would describe myself as an artist first and foremost. I do co-produce almost all of my songs, and my favorite ones are the ones that I have had some hand in the production, but I also work with a lot of other producers and try to do it all. Yeah.
And then, so when you write music, where would you say you get the most inspiration from?
Probably from just real life experiences. I mean, I think I get inspiration for sounds through listening to other music that I love. When I hear a song that makes me just feel a certain way, I'm like, I gotta write a song like this. I want to try to replicate this feeling that I'm having based on the sounds that I hear. But in terms of lyrics, it's usually comes down to just like real life stuff that is happening in my life or to the people around me.
And then, so you chose to move to San Francisco to work on your music. So how did you end up choosing San Francisco versus LA or another big music city?
I guess I didn't end up here to work on music specifically. I ended up here because I was living in Nashville and I did miss California a lot. I'm from LA originally, and I didn't want to move back to LA, but San Francisco has always just been this amazing place that I think it's so beautiful, and I always wanted to live there. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try to live there, keep waiting tables, and see if I can make ends meet making music. And I pretty much just accidentally got a job at like a tech startup, and for a while I was like, oh, I can work this day job and feel really happy and good about it. And I kind of like stopped making music for a bit, but it was also right around the time where like Spotify was on the rise, and all of a sudden I had access to way more music. So in listening to more music and going to more shows because I knew more bands, I was like, you know what? I was writing acoustic singer-songwriter stuff before, and then I started listening to more like electro pop music and dancey music, and I would see these bands and I would just be like, I need to do that. Like, that's the music that I want to make. And so it wasn't until I had been here for a couple years that I started like making this music and really diving into it. And yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Yeah. And then, so on the topic of San Francisco, you are performing at Pride this year, and congrats on that. That's definitely a big deal. And so,
Thank you.
What does Pride mean to you? Like, your song Disco Love was put on the Queer Necessities list for Billboard, so you're definitely getting a lot of attention around Pride related things. So what's it mean to you to be able to perform at that event?
It's huge. It's definitely a dream. Like, I am a part of the LGBTQ community, and to be able to, play at San Francisco's got one of the best prides in the world, I think, and to be able to play on a stage and, in that environment and celebration of pride and being proud of who I am and it definitely has been a journey to feel like I do now, an acceptance of myself and like it, being gay and being part of the community. But now I'm so proud, and I'm so proud of my friends and the people who I have in my life, and I'm excited to just spread the love.
For sure. And then what has been one moment so far as a musician that has really resonated with you?
As a musician?
Yes.
Just one moment.
It can be multiple moments, but like what are some like very standout moments that you really think back to?
I'd say at basically every show I play live, at somewhere in the first couple songs, I get just a complete adrenaline rush of like, it's like as if I'm like have goosebumps, and sometimes my eyes start watering, and it's just this feeling where I like close my eyes for a second and I, can picture myself in that moment, like on stage at Coachella, and it's like I just feel, I'm like, this is it, like this is it, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and this feeling just like overtakes me of this like emotions of just like, this is it, this is the feeling that I live for, and those are probably the most standout moments.
For sure.
So just get in with me. Come a little closer, maybe. Let's just be.
And then as you work on more music, I'm assuming you're working on music almost all the time as an artist. What do you think people can expect from anything new coming from you?
I'm going to put out another EP by the end of the summer. I've got a few new songs coming out soon. And I'm just going to keep putting out new music until I have nothing else to write. So it's just going to keep coming.
And then I have one final question for you, and this is very Unheard Gems tradition. If you were to recommend to us any growing artist or sort of another Unheard Gems sort of musician, who would you recommend for us to check out?
My friend's group in LA goes by Sorrow, Saro. They're great, and they're an unheard gem. I mean, they've been heard a lot. They have, but more people should hear them.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview, and I look forward to coming and seeing you at Pride on Saturday, and we're super excited to see you live.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
Falling in a disco.